In fact, pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
26, Sony Michel.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Browns.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground is Michel. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Browns first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Khari Willis on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 7.
Now Michel. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 35. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Following the penalty, Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Michel. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll drop this one down to Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Freeman steps away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work. There, a big one.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
Michel going to try again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they will run it with Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's what you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Mahomes. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, Sunday. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Shift.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Flushed out right. The ball comes out. Fourth down, Hill remains on the field as they'll go for it.
58 the month. 6 man.
On fourth down, Hill. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Incomplete.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is. Definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go one more. Mike 55. Hey, eat. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Working from the gun, Mahomes looking deep for Julio. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton going deep for Diggs. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
The 13-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Browns 3.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead, now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Freeman again. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Who that? Watch twins.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Hilliard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's complete to Brown, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage, and this Browns defense stands tall. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. He's ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Brings up 4th down.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
23-yard line.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Mike, check. Hey, 43, 15.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with him. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trey Flowers breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Second down.
After the sack on first down, Newton fighting Hilton on the slant.
Newton's pass.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get there. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Check 55 for Mike. Check 55. Let's go, baby.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
Newton's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, he's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Newton. And that one got...
The way that this one has gone and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been...
far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton.
That's right,
and now
baby.
here's another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis.
Got it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Gun. Shift. Watch the shift. 49. Check 8. Check 49. 8. Rush in.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now
another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Browns 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Stephon Diggs.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And my goodness, another interception. 36 yards.
For 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going up top for 10. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance.
And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Jones. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
All going deep here for Taylor. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep